Hello, hello. Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. What do you do when you have a bratty child? Better question. What does God do when he has a bratty child? He gives him over to the devil. This bratty child that I'm talking about, that I'm referring to, this is a child that has been warned over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And each time that they're warned, they see that as a challenge. Well, let me see if I can get away with this. Let me see if I can do it this way. Let me see if I can go about this way. This is a person that has an attitude, an evil and wicked attitude of, if at first my cruelty and my wickedness does not succeed, I'm going to dust myself off and I'm going to try it again. And I'm going to go 10 times as hard, 20 times as hard, 30 times as hard. This is the type of bratty child that I'm talking about. One that is just outright defiant against what God has asked them to do, as well as what God has asked them not to do. And unfortunately, for them, these are people that have been playing with the devil already. They have allowed the devil to enter their mind. They have allowed the devil to work in their lives, to work through them, to cause and or create the chaos and the havoc and the disorder in not only the lives of others, but in their lives. But they don't realize it until it's too late. Because when God finally just says, you know what? You're going to hell. You don't have everlasting life. Because you do not believe in my children, the ones that I called. I watched a video early this morning where a guy went around asking if asking people if they believed in Jesus Christ. And the responses that a lot of these people gave were the rudest, the most disrespectful. One woman, without any delay, walked by. As soon as he asked the question, kept walking, didn't even stop. She just said, nope. Emphatically like that. Nope. Loud and boisterous. And the only thing I could think of was, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. These people are going to perish. These people are not going to have everlasting life. These people are going to be cast down to the wicked, to be among the wicked. And these are individuals that are going to be suffering and having a lot of setbacks, a lot of negative experiences and trauma. And they're going to be calling out for a Savior, calling out for mercy, calling out for peace, calling out for love, calling out for kindness, and it is going to be refused to them because they were defiant, outright defiant. These are individuals that have just had the nastiest of behaviors and attitudes when it came to those that were working on behalf of Christ, that were chosen by God. They have refused, and they have decided to be bratty in their behavior. So these brats, what's going to end up happening to them? I just explained what's going to end up happening to them. But right now, there is a short period, very short period, where, when a child is being punished, right? And they've been called out or found out for doing something wrong. And you have a sit down or you have a talk with them. You may even pull out the belt or a switch on them, right? You might even ground them, punish them for, a week or 2 weeks, right? But the whole time while you're talking to them, while they're going through that punishment, while they're receiving that whipping, while they're receiving that punishment, right after, they're thinking to themselves, that was easy. I let them think that I was going to stop what I was going to be doing, but I'm not. Once again, that if my wickedness, this is their attitude, if my wickedness and my cruel behavior did not work or succeed the first time around, or the second time around, or the third time around, or the fourth time around, I'm going to try again. These are people that are engaged to wickedness. They're in love with wickedness and cruelty. So it's only befitting that after so many warnings, so many punishments, that you allow them to go and fully be among the wicked. You allow them to go and do so. And then there's another brief, short period where they realize what they have done. They realize what they have really done to themselves. They have hurt themselves. They have cast themselves by their behavior into the abyss of death. Hell. There's going to be one last cry, and I just heard the song by Brian McKnight. One last cry. There's going to be that I can change. That's John Legend, I can change for you. That one song where he's pleading, I can change for you. It's going to be that one last cry, that last little bit of, let me see if I can get out of this one more time. And they know that they're only trying to get out of it so that they can continue once again to engage in that same wicked and cruel behavior. And if you let them out, if God lets them get away with it again, they're just going to laugh and smile, and they're going to say, I got out of it. I tricked God. I tricked this person. I tricked that person. It's not until they realize that was really the last time that they start to get scared. They start to pull out all the stops, engage anybody that they can to help, apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Please forgive me. Call me. Text me. See me. And when none of it works, they realize that it's over and it's done. Then they sit in their fears. Yeah, it's like what the 7 stages, 8 stages, 5 stages of grief, is it? I think that's really how it is for these people. But you know who's going to be waiting for them? Let me tell you who's going to be waiting for these individuals on the other side when they get there. Those that are on the other side waiting for them are the same ones that were teaming up and joining up with them to attack and cause chaos and disorder and hell in the lives of other people intentionally and getting off on it. They're going to be cast into that lake of fire with everybody else. And these people are waiting for them. They're waiting for them to cross over. They're waiting on them because they're going to take them through the same torment, torture, suffering that they caused for others. And they're really truly going to experience what it feels like. I'm going to leave it at that. Gotta go.